What's going on, guys? It's Smarticulls Gaming, and we're back, ready to slap, as always, with another Monster Hunter video. And this video is not going to be long, but what I wanted to talk about was the quest that my character has been on for the past few months. It's an ongoing quest of large proportions, I would like to say, of hundreds of thousands of zenny and of tens to hundreds of materials. And that quest involves none other than Hammond, our beloved smithy. And the type of quest that I'm on is one that involves obtaining every single weapon in Monster Hunter Rise. Crazy, right? But I've been at this for a few months now, and what I wanted to do was just give a little update on how my progress was going and some of the challenges that I faced while trying to do this quest of mine. So basically, what I've done so far is I've obtained the Kimura tree, the ore tree, and the bone tree for all 14 weapons, and the sword and shield, gun lance, hunting horn, and bow also have a Banahabra tree that I also just finished actually not too long ago. And so I thought it'd be the perfect time to give an update before I run into the elder dragon trees and the special trees that are at the bottom of each of the weapon types. So basically, what you'll see in all my weapons is that I have, of course, greatsword is an exception because that's my main weapon, obviously, but I have about 20 to 30 weapons in each category so far. The biggest thing that I've run into, obviously, I'm pretty sure most of you could already figure this out, was money. In World, I have to say, money wasn't nearly as big of an issue as it was in Rise. I was able to obtain money fairly easily in World, and in Rise, I gotta say that money has been pretty hard to come by. Now, they do have different ways that you're able to get money. You can sell the gold, silver, and those little eggs that you get. There's some gems that you can get from Rondine that you can sell, and that does indeed help, but it doesn't nearly garnish enough money, considering, for example, let's say the Rathalos hunting horn is pretty expensive. I know, for example, the Diablos weapons, those are close to 100,000 zenny for just one upgrade. And so that, as you could probably see, that takes a lot of money. And considering most of the quests you get only give you about 20 to 35,000 zenny, you'd have to do those quests over and over again. So for me, the biggest thing that I have found that helped me to be able to, I guess, cope with the money issue has been rampage quests. And I know most people in the community are like, ugh, the rampage quests are so tedious and boring. But if you're doing a rampage quest and you sell all the materials at the end of the rampage quest, you combine that with the rewards that you get for doing the rampage quest, and you're bound to get anywhere between 70,000 and 100,000 zenny for just one rampage quest, which is a substantial amount of money and can buy a few weapons, or at least, one weapon with one quest, depending on how much it costs. I have been using rampage quests the entire time to get where I have been, of course, because I have needed things like Rathalos rubies, which the Apex monsters have a 1% higher chance of getting those rare materials than the regular monster does. So like Apex Zenogre has a 1% higher chance of getting the Zenogre Jasper than regular Zenogre does for getting it. So I've been, trying to kill two birds with one stone, and for the most part it's been working out very well. Of course, now I'm moving on to the Elder Dragon tree, so while the Rampage quest I still feel will be useful in terms of getting money if I need it, I'm not going to be using them for too many rare materials since the Elder Dragons aren't in the Rampages. But other than that, the money being a big issue, material farming has, of course, if you're going for every weapon, you're going to have to farm for materials. And it's been fun because I've been able to experiment with all the different weapons, and I'm going to do that more when I get to the Elder Dragons, hunting with each weapon while I try to farm that specific weapon's tree, which, gets me used to playing with the style and getting my own style with the wire bug skills. But the Banahabra tree was especially difficult considering that only 4 weapons had one, and there's only like 4 to 5 weapons in that said tree, because obviously there aren't any quests for high rank Banahabras. There's low rank quests, but there aren't high rank quests. So you had to go on expeditions. Those expeditions wouldn't yield any Zenny 9 times out of 10, and if it did, it was like 100 Zenny. So you weren't able to get anything in terms of money, even though the weapon that you were trying to make required you to use money. But of course, I had some gems that I got from Rondine that I was able to sell to make the weapons. But the designs are really gorgeous, and what I was thinking about doing is, once I get every weapon, doing an update, and then making a video for each weapon group about my favorite weapon designs. I think that would be a neat little thing to do. But I don't really have much to say in this video. I just wanted to, because I've alluded to it a lot in our gameplay videos about my current endeavors to get every weapon, and I've been doing really well with this. I have put currently probably 3,500 hours into this game trying to get these weapons, and I probably predict I'll have about 2,000 more hours before I finish, but my goal is to finish by this spring, maybe around March, and if that goes according to plan, I'll have plenty of time to make videos regarding my favorite designs for each weapon, and let me know what you guys think of that idea. But really, that's all I had, and we'll see you guys on the next video.